Good job. He's very far ahead. Yeah, I'm just gonna be in the booth. Let me look. To answer your question, Shadow, no. Alright, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to XITE Motorsports NASCAR Series Season 4. Today, we are at PackRock Speedway. You're probably thinking about, what is PackRock? Aren't y'all at EagleRock right there? That's the oval of EagleRock, right? Yes, but also no. Today, we've taken EagleRock and we've turned it into a pack race. Yes. Cars have been slowed down so much that the cars will be closer than... You can see how close they are right now. So today we'll be split into two sections. You have our two-shot qualifying, which is what we're doing right now. And then after this, we will have a 140-lap race around EagleRock, or in this case, PackRock. So this should be quite an interesting one. It's a bit different than what everyone's used to, and it is also the All-Star race as well. So there's no points up to grabs. There's only bragging rights, really. And maybe a couple crisp high fives, you know, if you're into that. And so far, after one lap of flyers, the ESV Bobberts tops the timing chart with Lawson, Shadow, Slows, Green behind. Light Dragon, Hats, Twitch, and JJ running up top 10 currently. We have two more drivers that are on standby at the moment. Look at that, Lawson is on pole, a 27.24 with VNX Slows right behind, 300ths behind. Wow. Already interesting. Okay, let's go over the results real quick. So there's not going to be any last chance qualifier. We don't have enough people for that. We're just going to have one lobby. Let's go over the race results real quick. So Lawson Slows run out the front row with the ESV boys with Boppers and Green behind. Shadow and Twitchy in row 3, Corn and Mito in row 4, Evan and Light row 5, JJ and Dragon row 6, Hats and JK, row 7. Denny and Cartman in row 7. No, that's row 8. And G-Day and Diamond in row 9. We have two other people on reserve. We have Nas, was just go through. So, bit of an interesting one here we got, folks. And we and I will be with you the entire way around. So we are going to run a quick break. And we'll see you all in about when it's about time to go. Okay. Seems we are back. To those of you that have just joined us around once again, welcome. Today, July 5th, the day after July 4th. Today we are at PackRock Speedway. Not EagleRock, PackRock. We have taken the lowest plate setting. We have taken all the horsepower out. So, it's basically turned into I think it's super stock or modified pace kind of cars. And we're going to get some extremely close racing around the shortest track in the game. Around EagleRock Speedway, about a 1 mile track. Basically track somewhere out in the Iowa cornfield state. We are just about to get ready real soon. This will be this is gonna be a good one, y'all. Don't die. Go fast. And don't eat someone's rear end. I was gonna say another word, but yeah, you could get it off of Alright, does anyone have any questions before we rock and roll? You want me to sing it? You want me to sing it? Actually, you know what? Hold on, I have a better idea. Hold up. I have a better idea. Hold on. Mars. No, no. One. Okay, I'll stop. One. Alrighty, y'all. That. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Here we go, y'all. Now, if you can please pay attention to our ceremonial all-star speaker, Kevin James.
Famous words of motorsports. Star of Universal Pictures movie. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Kevin James. I just got 3 things to say.
Oh, gosh dang it. We someone DC'd. Oh. Well, that's great. Really the week of the layoffs, and this is what we got. Oh, man. Very unfortunate. Ah, man.
It's just shit. Shit is happening. So what you're telling me is you have spice and you're not giving it out because it's shit. That's what you're saying. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying, Crystals? Oh my god, looks so good in the lecture.
Anyway, let's go around yet again. Anyway, I mean, canonically, they do have a bowling alley and the White House. So yeah, they do. Yeah, there's a private bowling alley in the White House. Yeah. I don't know, man. That's okay. We're about to get loaded in once again. And the famous words from Kevin James before we go green.
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James. I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
And here we are. Thank you so much, Kevin James. We are ready and rocking and rolling. Oh, starting off on the front row. On pole, Lawson 11, followed alongside VNX Slows in the front row. Bringing out in row number 2 is between Bobberts and Green. Moving down to row number 3, we have Shadow on the inside and Twitchy on the outside. Going to row number 4, we got Corn on the inside, Mito on the outside. At row number 5, we have Evan on the inside and Light on the outside. We go down to row number 6, we have JJ on the inside, Dragon on the outside. Go down to row number 8, it is Hats on the inside, JK on the outside. Row number 9, we have Denny on the inside, Diamond on the outside. And bringing it the rear, we have Naz on the inside, and Sir Sifnarek Dude on the outside at the end. So here we go. 2 stages for today, 70 laps and 70 laps. And here we go with our main people at the front as we go green at PackRock. Here we go. This is going to be a very much slower race than before. Everyone's getting much slower cars before, and already Lawson up front. He's already got a little bit of a gap between Slows behind. It's 3 wide in the background. It looked like who was that? It looks like Twitchy in the 5. Yeah, there he is in the Robin Hood 40. Made his way up to 5th. Shadow on the other hand, he's made his way up to 3rd. You can see Lawson slow, Shadow, Green, Twitchy, Bobberts rounding up the top 6 at the moment. Coming down to the backstretch, Lawson under attack. He's already been passed by Slow. You can see him in the Camry up front and the Chevy under attack. At the moment, this is where the real battle is, and it's a track where you can actually go flat out mostly the entire way around. So this will be interesting. And Lawson now, he goes down the inside. They're side by side, coming down through turn 1 to turn 2 to the backstretch, and Lawson reclaims the lead of the race. With the 18 of Slows right behind her, side by side, coming down to 3, and Slows gonna dive his nose down the inside. And Lawson gets kind of hang up to dry up high, and Shadow, he could. Sorry. Down back to the back stretch, we got Lawson still trying to figure out a way to get around Slow with Shadow directly right behind. But Twitch, he's made his way up to 4th, and Green, on the other hand, he's in 5th at the moment. You kind of see him in the ESV white-red Toyota in the background. As Lawson, he's going to dive his nose down the inside. Oh, we got a car around. That's JK around the front stretch. Need 2 cars around for a caution to come around. It's not just 1 car. You got to be careful. As Lawson dives his nose down the inside once again. This is going to be a battle of back and forth. Here we go. Down the front stretch he goes. You see Lawson and Shadow. It looks like Twitch thought about going too wide for a second. Next to the front we go. Lawson back on the attack. Shadow, see if he can kind of shuffle slow down on the outside. Shadow, though, he might think about sticking his nose down the inside of Lawson. No. slots in right behind him. Now we've already got 6 laps down at this point. Now Shadow on the other hand, I think he might think of a move down Lawson now turn 1. Yes, he is. He's got his nose up front. I'm looking towards the background. There's also a fight also in the background as well. And then Light, I was looking in the background, I saw Light who's getting all sorts of just twitching. On the other hand, at the front, Lawson has lost 3 positions. He's about to lose 4 positions down at the front. This is going to be a bit interesting to see how he comes back from this. Now, we're on board with Slow at the moment with Shadow being chased down. Down to the back stretch. See where Slow's coming, see where he's going to go. Oh, Slow, he kind of gets hit from Shadow. Oh, man. It's a bit interesting to see how that works. Now Green, as slowly as the cars are going, and as close as they are. Ooh, Green, bump and run. He's bumping, running Twitch out of the way. Yes, he's got it. Perfect example of the bump and run. You bump the car, get the car out of the way, out of the groove. Look where he is right now. He's up to 2nd position now. With NWR Shadow up in the, still leading now up at the front. Back up to the front. Shadow still holding on tight. Green getting shuffled on the outside with oh, that's Lawson. He's going cutting through the field. Now he's back up to 2nd. Trying to fend off Slow. He's trying to get a run around Slow. Down the back stretch. Shadow's still on it. Green's gonna stick his nose down the inside of Slow. That works. Look at Green, though. It was almost 3 wide for a second at the front. The top 7 have now completely run away from the field. Now Korn is going to stick his nose down the inside of almost 4 wide coming down the front stretch. Now Shadow, he's got about 0.6 second lead at the moment. Unfortunately, this little fight at the front is kind of becoming an interesting one. Shadow is completely running away. He's now a whole second ahead of the pack. Now we're on board with Twitchy. Currently 5th at the moment. And the front stretch we go. No moves just yet. Green is just trying to find a way around. There's not really many places to overtake. It's a momentum track. These are what slower types of oval racers are all about. Keeping the momentum and using the slowness of the cars to create opportunities to be able to get yourself up through the field towards the front. So right now, if you're Shadow, you just put your head down and go. Ooh, awesome. Looks like he slowed down just a little too much. That's going to allow Twitch mosey his way on by. Gets himself up into the top 5. Now, a fight for 2nd place right now. Green on the inside of Korn. Slow just trying to figure out a way just to get back in front of these guys. And on the back stretch, Korn's kind of boxed in at the moment where Slow's on the inside and Korn's now getting shuffled up high. Now this little kababo between the top 7. Oh, someone just lag spiked. What in the world is that? Oh, someone stopped on track. Oh, no, they're not. Okay, all right. Well, that was interesting, to say the least. So coming down through 3 and 4. Still single file at the moment. With ESV Green still leading this little mini pack up, and he's leading 2nd at the moment. And Shadow 0.8, about 0.9 ahead of this little mini pack at the moment. Remember, the stage ends at the end of lap 70. Shadow's got a little over 50 more laps to hold that down. Oh, and Shadow, he does hit the wall, though. That gap between himself and the pack behind, it's just 1 second. It's almost gone down to half a second at the moment, and it's still coming down. The pack behind, they've got Draft, and Shadow doesn't have anything to work with. That's going to allow Green, Slow, and Corn, Twitch kind of reel themselves back into this fight. On board for Shadow with all the cars behind. This is definitely where the fun of the race is definitely going to be. But where on earth are you going to pass around here? Oh, is Green's thinking about a move down the inside? It was a little bit too far back. Going back to the POI. Green thinking about an attack move. He's got the move. He's thinking about it. No, he's a little bit too far back to do it just yet. Have to also think, where are you going to pit as well? Ooh, looking in the background, Corn gets kind of shuffled by Twitch. Looks like he kind of bumped him out of the way. Everyone's still facing straight. As I'm looking back, oh! Yeah, so Evan Bob, the cars that were involved in that wreck, and now we've got a caution. This kind of changes the game just a little bit. The top 7 are going to hold it where they are at the moment. But now what? What do you do now? You also have to kind of think, what can you do? Everyone's in the lead lap. Yep. Alrighty. Everyone is now packed up. Pit lane is now open, and most of everyone is going in. Oh, everyone's going in. Everyone's going in. Everyone's going in. Okay. Interesting one here we got here, folks. I can see the flurry of cars that are now coming into the pit road. Those tires aren't gonna, unless you're on, I mean, the only tire you're really gonna take is a soft tire. Now everyone now getting shuffled into their singular pit box. I'm kind of seeing like the results of pit road race off, and it looks like Shadow is still holding the lead up front with Slow, Green, Lawson, Twitchy, and Corn. XITE hops Bobberts coming out of pit road. So this will be interesting to see how this kind of all plays out. So yeah, this will be interesting to say the least. And I'm not sure what Green. Oh, Green's on the apron. Don't worry about this little green goober. Don't cut it. I'm watching you. I see all of you. All of you beautiful looking cars. Alright, this time by, cars are now going to choose which lane they're going to be on. So if you wanted to start on the inside, Twitch, you want to talk about that? Oh, wait, okay. side here. I'm sorry. Alrighty, so we had one choose cone violation. Twitch has now moved to the rear of the inside, so that little teal 40 car you see at the end, that's for cutting the choose cone. And we are green once again. Shadow now leading out of turn 2. And there's a couple cars that are going to the low side. Hold on. Oh, we got a couple cars that are slow in the background. Oh, we got 2 cars into the wall. Who's that? Oh, that's Xite and Vito. Oh, no. I can't tell, but there were 2 cars that were like stopped. Alright. Still green up front. Now coming down to turn 3. Slow still holding the lead with Lawson in second. Green's just trying to figure out a way just to get by at this point, which would be kind of interesting to see how that'll all work. Because I'm looking in the background, I see all sorts of cars that are going all sorts of haywire, all over the place. We're going to move on board. A little drone cam, if you would. And already I'm seeing Twitchy in the background from 20th all the way up to 9th at the moment. You kind of see him, is that little green car in the back of this little line right here. Now, I think I'm also a little surprised you have Dragon who's up in 6th at the moment. If you see on the little time car, you see it in 7th. So that little pack coming down up to turn 3 is on the inside at the moment. It looks like he's on the outside. It'll be quite interesting to see how this all kind of turns out. Because now, like Slow and Shadow kind of are trying to really feeling each other out. There's no need to really attack just yet. If you attack the pack behind, they're going to catch up. So this will be really interesting to see how this all kind of turns out. So now I'm going to go on board with Bobberts now. This is coming in on turn 4, and now he's got hats on his inside. You can see Green and Horn still battling it out in front of him. Now Hat's diving his nose down to turn 1. But Bobberts now, he's got to concede. He doesn't want to lose position. This is a game about positioning. Not exactly how quick you can be, although being quick will help you very, very minusculely. As we saw in qualifying, top 2 were separated by 0.03 of a second. But really, this is a game of chicken, you almost want to say. Who wants to be leading towards the end of the stage, potentially the end of the race at the same time? So right now I think Slow and Lawson are kind of in a little steady pace at the moment. Ooh! Wow, we've got a wreck. Oh my goodness. That is another caution. Got 2 cars around. Holy cow. Okay, well. Everyone is on the lead line. Yeah, so at the moment, got another caution. So that little crash we just saw all of a sudden, didn't want to exclaim too loud. Just now puts everyone in a predicament, because we're now halfway through stage number 1. We're 35 out of 35 laps to go in the stage, with about 105 left in the race as well. We got a couple cars that are going in the pit roads. It looks like we have Shadow, Cartman, Diamond, Bobberts, JK, and Korn who are diving into the pit lane at the moment. So this will be interesting to see how this all turns out, because all these pitters, they got to go to the rear of the pack, but they might be able to go to the end of the stage. Looks like, so we can see how many times people are pitted right now. So everyone who's out right now, they've done one stop at the moment. And everyone else behind, they're just coming out for their second stop of the race. And here we can kind of see where how everyone's kind of mediate themselves throughout the race. So hats at the moment, currently the highest placing. The highest mover of the race so far. So Hats was down in 4th. He's up to 3rd at the moment. Now up to 3rd, because I think Green just conceded 3rd because he actually did a stupid But I think Dragon in the background is being a bit of a dunce at the moment. Watching. Here we go to the choose cone. Who's going to violate it? Oh, we have a choose cone violation. I think that's JJ in the background. Oh, it's Sifner. Alright. So here we go. This time we're going green. So now the cars are now coming down around turn 4. Here we go. Slow, has control with Hats on his outside. So now they go green. Start lap 39. That's getting shuffled up high. Lawson and Twitchy already through they've already passed them, already under their green flag running. Now everyone's coming down the front stretch. This is really where action is, towards the front of the field. Hats has already lost 3 positions off the start. He's at the front row on the outside. I'm looking high. I'm looking at Twitch right now, and I think Twitch kind of messed up at the moment because he lost a couple car lengths at the same time, and that allows Green, who's now on the inside, and go slot in where Hats is in 5th. Back to drone cam, kind of seeing what all is happening in the background. Switching green. Hats and Dragon, 2x2. little mini battle for third at the moment. Slow holding down the front side. Lawson and Slow trading blows every single restart. Dragon in the background. They did move up to 5th position. Hats slowly falling down the order, especially in the close combat. Hats has been particularly strong, especially the start of the green flag. Towards the start of the race, yes, he's been absolutely hammering it. I mean, right now, he's up 7 positions from where he started. But I'm looking at Nas. He started down in 19th on the last row. Really, it's kind of anyone's game. I know Bobberts is down in 14th at the moment, but he did pit last time by under caution. And looking back, and I also see Shadow too, who's currently in 9th position. Who's in the little back of this little pack at the moment. Looking down towards the end of turn 2, looks like Lawson's getting shuffled. He's now on the outside. If you're there, there's a line of cars right next to you. That's where you don't want to be. It's where you're really losing out. Position-wise, everyone on the inside, they're going to gain time and distance compared to all the cars that are on the outside. So it kind of turns into a single lane, but it also turns into 2 lane. You can hold it, but it's not really advantageous for you to be on the high side at all. It's a bit unfortunate for a lot of cars, for a lot of players as well. And looking towards Dragon. Dragon's been holding his ground very well. Very unusual to see him towards so high up in the list, especially on the short track on the calendar. Though it's not EagleRock, it is PackRock. So he is flat out, and he could just use his steering wheel. He is very well known for using, and Twitch, he's getting harassed by Green behind. Green really trying to bump Twitch out of the way. Okay, I'm going to move back in the field. Looks like Bobberts did get kind of hustled. And Cartman, on the other hand, with himself and Diamond getting shuffled down the order. So, a bit unusual to see. Back towards the front. Green still trying to figure out a way to get around Twitch. He's in 2nd at the moment. Right now, the top 5 and 6 still holding on to each other. I think Dragon's getting shuffled by Shadow in the background. Shadow looks like he was on the inside coming down to turn 1, and I think he was. He's got ahead of Dragon for 6th position right now. Dragon, trying to get a good look at all the cars ahead. I think a better cam might be where Shadow is at the moment. You can see Lawson trying to get a run around Green around the outside, coming on the 3. Lawson, he goes a little bit deep. That's going to allow Green to kind of get the drive out of the corner. With Hats now, he's on the inside of Lawson. And now Hats still on the moves up to the 4th. Still trying to hold down the 4th. Ooh, Shadow kind of bumps Lawson out of the way, kind of doors him. He's He's gonna get the drive out of the corner. They're still side by side coming down the back stretch. I think Lawson's gonna give up. And Shadow moves himself back up to 5th. The fight for second still underway. This is probably Twitch and Green side by side coming on a 2. Nose to nose, still coming down. I think Green has the edge. He's a little bit ahead. You know, Hat's kind of bumping Twitch out of the way. What is Hat's doing? Oh, we got a little squabble right here. Right now, it's almost colluding now. Twitch and Green still side by side. I think Hats is trying to find a way through around Twitch. He's getting the move on. And now here comes Lawson's back in it. The Hats now, he has to slot in back behind this little train. Alright. We're in an interesting predicament. Because, I just thought of this now. Shadow is currently the highest car that just pit the last time the caution was out. So I'm curious where everyone's tires are at the moment. I'm going to take a little quick peek at Twitch's. He's on the soft tire right now, the front right. About to go on to minor tire wear. Compared to where Shadow is, I'm going to take a little quick peek at Shadow. Shadow's only at 32% right now at the moment. Which is about, I mean, he's got 17-ish lap. No, it looks like 10, 15, 17-ish fresher laps more fresher tires compared to everyone else that's around him at the moment. So as soon as everyone tires coming down to the front of the field. I think Green's going to stick his nose down the inside of slow round towards 4. I think Green's ahead by a good margin. They're still side by side coming through the field, and Green hits the line first coming down to turn 1. They're still side by side. Slow trying to hold around the outside. I think he's going to have to give up. No, he's still there. Still on Green's quarter panel. You don't want to hang out here too much because Twitch is right behind where Green is. That's not a good thing for Slow. It means you're going to get slotted down the order even more and more. And I think Slow is now just put his car right behind Green. So you got a red, yellow, green traffic light little combo right here. We're going to go on board with Twitch. This little camera car. I think Slow's going to dive his nose back down the outside of Green, down at turn 3. Is Green going to have the run out of turn 4? No, he's not. Going down the front stretch to turn 1. They're still side by side. Side by side they go. Everyone's trying to figure out a way. How do we shuffle Green down the order? Green currently strongest driver right now. He's currently championship leader. Thank you. A couple more cars are trying to dive into the pit lane. I like to beat out the caution or the pit lane cutoff before the end of the stage. But when the cars start lap 69, pit lane will be closed. Oh my gosh, words. And they're still going side by side going into turn 1. Here's Green on the inside of Slow. Here's Shadow down the inside of Twitch. Here's Lawson down the inside of Twitch. So what I thought was Twitch getting shuffled, just trying to shuffle Green down the order. He ends up getting shuffled down the order instead. This will be interesting to say the least. Going on board with Lawson now. entrance. Green still on the inside. Where's Shadow going to go? I think Shadow might be on the right call right now. Shadow has fresher tires. Everyone else around him is on minor tire wear at the moment. So what is Shadow going to do? He's kind of got 4 other cars around him to deal with in close proximity. There comes Shadow. He's down the inside, coming on the back stretch, down on green. Shadow's in a very, very good position. Pitting under the caution was definitely one of the right things to do, because now he's now made his way up to the front of the field, and now a stage caution is now coming in 5 laps time. So he won't win any like stage points or whatever, but he will be starting at the front and be able to get into pit road first when the stage caution comes out, because everyone around him, they will have to pit. Which is a very, very good thing if you're Shadow at the moment. It looks like he's going to win the stage if he just presses on and continues to go. But what's funny now is who behind him is going to finish in 2nd position. So right now it's Slow in 2nd at the moment. He's lost him behind in 3rd and green, followed by Twitchy in 5th. Now Hats, unfortunately, has dropped off about a 1.5 seconds. Kind of see him in no man's land on the map right here. He's kind of on his own with not really anyone else to deal with. Now, I do want to kind of move back and see this little mini pack right here. Right? So there's Dragon, Ness, Evan, Korn. And it looks like Bobbert's too in this little mini pack in the kind of in the midfield at the moment. So Dragon kind of in 7th at the moment. I think Bobbert's was also Bobbert's and Korn, one of the cars that were on the pit strategy from before. Yeah, Bobbert's and Korn's were. So Korn, Bobbert's, and potentially Xite and JK, they're going to get some places back. Because it looks like everyone is going to have to pit under the stage caution, because everyone needs tires, including the ones that have just pit the last time by. Yeah, you can see just the gap that Shadow. Oh, we got Lawson in the wall. Coming down the front stretch, Shadow leading the field. He's got a 2.5 second lead on everyone else behind. I think his tires are about to start crying out for help, and yeah, they are. The front right's on minor right now, but it's only at 56. Tires kind of fall off in a strange way in this game. You reach a certain level, instantly lose all grip. Coming down to the start-finish line. Looks like Shadow is going to win the stage. Coming down to the start-finish line. There he goes. Coming down to the start-finish line. Green's going to take 2nd with Korn. Then Twitch. The Boberts and Lawson coming down behind. Hats is going to take 8th. Nass 9th. Dragon 10th. Evan in 11th. Xite 12th. JK 13th. JJ 14th. Diamond in 15th. Cartman 16th. Sifner Eck in 17th. Light 19th. Lido 19th. And Denny in 20th. And Denny, yeah, those 3. There you go. Okay. So yeah, I was kind of right. Everyone, regardless if you did pit last time or didn't, everyone's got to come in. Everyone's tires are screaming. If you were going to pit because your tire's going to fall off, you would sacrifice a lot of track position, which in the end wouldn't work out. The Shadow right now, he's at the... Oh. Looks like we're going to be choosing next time by. Light and Mito in the background got their lap back. They did pit before the stage finished. But Danny in the background, he's still a lap down. He's at the tail end of the field. Likely if another caution doesn't come out, looks like he's not getting that lap back. Unless he puts his foot down and finds a way around the leaders, which is... down to the start end of the field. The final stage of the race. Shadow crosses the line. It is about to be go. The green flag has dropped and we are racing once again. Already on the inside. Corn trying to find every single way to bounce his way back towards the inside lane. Smart move by Corn. Doesn't want to allow to be on the high side for too long. Wow, and Twitch on the other end, he's going all over the place. Now on the high side, trying to find a way around Shadow. Corn, very smartly. Oh my gosh, everyone, oh, they're snaking. They're snaking down the front stretch, and that was too wide, almost 3 wide. Oh, we got one car around, there's a car around. It looks like it's Diamond at the back with Denny. Diamond did lose a couple positions. It did look like he got a little squirrely coming down the front stretch as well. We're going to see if we can get a better angle, seeing where everyone is at the moment. Now, Corn's going to put himself in a interesting scenario. You know, he's back on the lane where he tried to avoid being. Oh my gosh, it's 3 wide at the front. 3 wide at the front. There's Green, Bobberts, and Hats going down the inside. Oh, and Hats kind of shoves Bobberts up high. Going slowly, kind of gets squirrely going down the apron. That's Nass too. There's a little white, black, and green car in the back. And now we have a new leader. Corn has now figured out a way to get around Shadow and Twitch. What a move. Around the outside. 4-3. Shuffled back. He's now back on the high side where you don't want to be. And Shadow and Twitch is mostly going to stick his nose down the inside. Oh, he's going to make it 3. It's 3 wide coming down. Turn 3. Shadow on the low side. I think Twitch is going to shove Corn to the high. He's going to shuffle him down the order. It's still 3 wide. Corn's kind of stuck in no man's land at the moment. Over 3. It's 3 wide in the background. Corn, Hats. Oh, look like that's in the background. Got a little squirrely on the low side. So now the sun is now setting in the background. The battle at the front still going strong. Going on the back stretch because he's Shadow. He's trying to block Twitch any sort of way to go. And now Twitch, he was down. He's all the way down at the apron. He's gonna round Shadow. He's gonna bump around them. Where's Bobberts gonna go? Bobberts is now towards the lead. Oh my goodness. Twitch's one little tactic drops him down to 5th. Now he's 3 wide with a couple cars in the background. I'm gonna move my way back up to the front. Bobberts now has now led a lap for the first time today. A little bit of a big brain move, a little bit antsy from Twitch's part, has now put him down significantly down the field at the front. Oh, what's going on? They're going 3 wide. Green on the outside, Shadow middle, Bobert's high side. What's Green going to do? He's going to stick his nose down the insides of Shadow. I think Katz is also going to stick his nose down the inside of Shadow as well. Twitch, on the other hand, in the background, getting all sorts of crazy. Twitch now, he's now on the inside of Shadow. So the battle between Shadow and Twitch, they're just bumping and running each other. And now the ESV guys, the Boberts and Green, are now running away from now. No, they're still 3 wide in the background. I'm still trying to watch this little battle in the background. Twitch continues the block Shadow. And now Twitch kind of shoves Dragon into the wall. No, Dragon's in the wall. Oh my gosh. Far around. Oh no. There's a C word, right? Did I catch that right? Okay. I was a little unsure, but there we go. Alright, well, that was crazy. That was insane. Oh my gosh. That's his choice. That's fine. Oh. It looks different from my end, but we'll watch it after. All I know is that Twitch has been a wee bit aggressive these past 10 laps. So. Anyway, we are choosing next time by. Corn now is now led a lap or two around this field. Lawson has made his way back up to the front. JJ, highest place he's been all day, up in 3rd. And G-Day up to 4th, the highest place he's been all day. Highest mover so far at the moment, 13 places up where he started. And if you're wondering if that number is accurate, yes it is. With manual grid ordering, that's 100% accurate. Ooh, everyone's choosing now. Everyone's doing good. No violations. Everyone's good. The lane they choose is where they are going to start. Here we go. And now we've got a car in the wall. Oh my gosh. Couple cars in the wall. Oh! Looking towards the map. There's a couple cars there in the wall. Dragons moved up a couple positions. Green's moved up. JJ's down. Oh my gosh. Couple cars into the wall in the background. Oh, JJ Diamond all the way down to the back. JJ, who was up in third. Front end of the field, Corn and Lawson. Now just need to run away from Shadow and everyone else behind that little pack right there. If they continue to do that, they will run away, and then most likely one of these two will probably win. But Lawson has one less pit to his name compared to Corn. Although Corn and Lawson last pit at the same time. So realistically they're both kind of on the same strategy at the moment. Again, we'll get in touch with these guys real soon. Again, I think these two at the moment have been the most eventful. It's kind of like two brothers bickering at the same time. These two have been aggressive all day long, and just trying to find a way around each other has been a pain in the neck. It's cost you 2 positions at the moment. Towards the front, Lawson has now made his way up to first ahead of Corn. So for the little fight for third and for first, kind of their own little things at the moment. Again, this little pack right here, this is kind of where the action is at the moment. With Light currently in the 16. Leading the charts at the little front of this little pack with Slow. Dragon's made his way up to 7th again. Super. Hold on, did you hold on, hats. Hold on. Did you just call it E Rouge? It's you should have said okay. Down towards the inside. I think Corn's gonna stick his nose down where Lawson is at the moment. Running his way around Light. Light, for some reason, is now back in 7th now. With Dragon kind of in front of him at the moment. The Dragon was getting absolutely tested at the moment. Yeah, spun out earlier, and he's made his way back up to 6th. In a very competitive field. Now Dragon's going to stick his nose down the inside where Slow is. Oh, no! Oh, no. Where's the car around? Oh, that's 2. That was 2 around. That's 2 around. Then, yep. Yeah, Denny, yep. Yep, he's going. Okay. Now we're kind of put in a interesting predicament. Twitchy can go in. No, Twitchy's not going in. I think Twitch is trying to think outside the box. I don't think he wants to fight, especially the cars that he's been involved with. So I don't think he realized that he's not going to be able to go to the end. I don't think he knows. Oh my gosh! What? He was spun. He was spun. Then he can hear us. Okay, Denny's at the rear. Here we go. These kind of people realize that the apron is still horrible in this build, and Cartman on the high side losing so many positions off the start. He's down in 16th at the moment. He's still falling down the order. Light getting shuffled because he's on the high side. Twitching slow. But where's Light going to go? Light's going to run, come down the back, on the front stretch. He's going to go around the outside. Twitch, does he have the run? Oh, and Evan's on the wall. Evan, look at the back, that's Evan. He's down in 18th now. Down to 19th. Oh, he's down in 20th. Oh, Evan. Very unfortunate for Evan. Looks like he got shoved up high, and it looks like slow behind. Down the inside of Twitch, now at turn 2. And coming down the front stretch, Twitch still in second. Light's starting to find a way around. Okay, current update at the moment, after 104 laps at the moment, so Slow currently leading at the moment, with Twitchy, Light, Green, Mito's all the way up in 5th, that's the highest he's been all day, with Shadow in 6th, Hat 7th, there's Dragon in 8th, Dragon's been holding down top 10, Light down the front stretch, going down the inside of Twitch, or side by side, coming out of 1. Looks like Denny in the background. Looks like he's pitting. Must be a fuel thing in the background. Looks like Light, he's going down the back stretch. See if he can solidify second. See if he can door Twitch out of the way. It kind of does, because now Twitch has now fallen in right behind of Light. So now it's now a fight between these three. It's a different three all over again. That's how Light in the background. He kind of goes a little bit too high. It's going to allow Twitch to stick his nose down the inside at 2. Now coming down the back stretch. Light kind of fends him off at the moment. They're trying to realize that, hey, we have a common enemy towards the front. Now these cars are now coming up to a lap car. On Denny's now made his way back to the back stretch at the moment. I'm going to move back in the field just a little bit. And I'm looking at Twitch. I think he was going to make a move down at Light, but didn't realize the move was on. And move back to Shadow Hats. Dragon is currently in 6th at the moment. He's made up 2 positions. It looks like a couple of laps. He's in the 35 at the moment. And he's now figured out a way. I'm not too sure how. To make his way. He's closing in sort of kind of on Hats at the moment. The gap's kind of staying the same at the moment. I'm going to make my way back up to the front. I think Light has gotten even closer to Slow. Again, it's a move that's taken multiple laps in the making. I think Light's just trying to pressure Slow into a mistake, because now we have 30 laps to go. There's the lap car up in front. That's the 55 of Denny. Denny Spots, who's currently in 20th at the moment. I think the Light's just trying to find a suitable, opportunistic spot to overtake, and it's not really open for him around here. He's a person that's very calm right now. I mean, listening in on the comms real quick. He hasn't said a word really much. All of the current race at the moment. Though, especially when he pops off, you're gonna know. Right now, he's still hounding Slow's rear bumper at the moment. We're gonna go on board with him right now. You can see how close. Again, their cars aren't going really fast at the moment. Again, PackRock. It's gonna turn this race into a pack race in a sense. As in, the cars are much more easier to drive, which is going to allow the cars to be even closer to each other. But it's going to turn into an interesting predicament. They're not closing in on the lap car ahead. The lap car has got to get out of the way. I don't think this guy knows which way he's going to go, and I think Light's going to think of a move. No, he's going to go back behind Slows. He's thinking about it. 4. Still a little bit too far back at the moment. Now they're catching. Denny Spots is currently in 20th at the moment. I think Denny's just kind of in the way at the moment. I think this might unsettle Slow. I'm not too sure for JJ. Moving on all the way on the high side, it's going to allow the leaders to pass. Very smart, made a very smooth transition. I think Denny's kind of getting stuck behind a couple of cars at the moment. Kind of thing where these three are. This is definitely where the fight's going to be. You got Twitchy, you got Hats, and you got Shadow right here. Light is definitely going to think of a move towards the end of this race. So if you're just joining us just now, we have about a little more than 22 more laps to go. Xite, everyone has to pit one more time. Xite, Evan, and Denny at the moment don't have to pit again for this race, unless there's another caution that comes out, which I don't think is going to happen at all. Everyone's now just trying, they're trying to feel each other out at this point. They're not really too sure how and when something should happen. As now Light on Light down the front stretch. He's kind of trying to defend Twitch. Coming on the front stretch is very aggressive defending from Light himself. We're gonna go on board with Shadow. He's currently in 5th at the moment. He's kind of the top 5 where most poised potentially win this race at the moment. We have Slow at the front, who's under pressure from Light, who's really close all kind of stint long. Twitch, on the other hand, he's also very, very aggressive. This is the highest he's been all season long, even though he hasn't been in many of this season's races. He has won. He did win the first XITE Nascar season back in the middle of 2024. And now Light kind of messed up. He's now shuffled all the way down to 5th. One little mistake goes a little bit high down at turn 1. Now kind of opens the door for Twitch at the moment. Now it's about half a second from Twitch to Slow. Now Shadow slots his way through Hats to make his way up to 3rd. These guys have to work together. Slow is running away. What can you do about it? And I am kind of curious where everyone's tires are at the moment. So this is Shadow's current tires right now. I think he's on sauce at the moment. I think he can go the end at the moment. Now Twitch, on the other hand, I'm going to go to Twitch at the moment. Oh, what a move. Twitch is on minor wear at the moment. He is hindering everyone else behind him. And I go to Slow's tires at the moment. He's got the same problem as Twitch at the moment. So Hats and Shadow. Shadow, whatever it is you're thinking, you're probably right. Oh my god. So what I think Twitch is trying to do is he's trying to hold out for 2nd, because now everyone around him has much fresher tires. Slow also has the problem as well. And Twitch is, oh my gosh, being super aggressive. That's going to allow Hats and Bobberts and Lawson to get on through. That one little mistake, maybe he's just trying to spite out Shadow at the moment, because now Bobberts and Hats, they're free at the moment. They've got to catch Slow, and they've got 15 more laps to do it. Ooh. Oh, man. Or maybe Bobberts has a chance. Bobberts probably has the best chance right now. Hats, Bobberts, they got to work together. They got to make up a 2nd in the next 15 laps. We have 15 to go. Now Twitch is now going in. I think Twitch realized that it's not going to work. I think he screwed up once again. Hartman's now going in as well. Oh no, I've been disconnected from the VC again. Alright, so those of you that just joined, you kind of joined at a pretty good time as well. I've got a little bit more than 12 laps ago. Currently Slow is in the lead. He's got about a 0.6 second lead. He's got worn tires right now. Everyone 2nd through 6th is currently catching at the moment. And the caution cutoff will begin at lap, well, once the leader crosses the line for lap 136. It'll be green until the end of the race. And now Bobberts, Hats, Lawson, I think these three, and Korn, these are the four that are most poised to take the win around here. To the front. It was a little bit more than 11 more laps ago. Hat's still trying to figure out a way to get around Bobberts. Lawson, on the other hand, he won at this track 2 weeks ago. Different configuration, though, at the wet to dry special race around here. Kind of one of the only ways you kind of make this track a little bit interesting in a sense. So I'm looking at Hats' tires at the moment. Now he's got minor wear at the moment. I'm going up to. Oh, what just happened? I got a black screen. I don't know what's happening. Oh, NASA's DC'd. Oh no. I'm looking at Bobberts' tires. I think Hats has got better tires than Bobberts at the moment. He's got about a lap or two fresher. So maybe I think Hats might be on to something, unless Lawson and Hats are kind of in the same scenario at the moment. I think Korn is also in the same problem as well. Yeah, except it's about the same. So these are your three that are probably going to win the race at this point. Bobberts, Hats, Lawson, maybe Korn. Shadow, on the other hand, does not have the tires to support it. Lawson's going down the inside of Hats. Down at turn 3, he's going for it. There's side by side coming out of the exit of 4. Lawson's got it. He's cleared Hats for second. Is completely left as well. Anyway, about 7 laps to go in this race, and now Lawson's going side by side for the lead. He's going for it. 2 for 2 at EagleRock this season. And now Hats has moved up to second. Bobberts in one corner, first to third. Where's Hats going to go? Hats is thinking about the inside. This is probably Hats' best chance at a win. He's in a great position at the moment. He's got fresher tires compared to Lawson and Bobberts. I think Bobberts is kind of the worst out of the 4 at the moment. Hats at the moment. Okay, let's check tires real quick. That front right, 58%. Oh, Lawson, this isn't a very good thing. And I go down the Hats. He's down at 50. Oh, Hats is in a worse spot right now. Hats is about to get to moderate right now. Lawson, I think, might be onto something. Lawson's got 0.5. I think he's got a turn fresher tire compared to Hats, but they're all going to be on moderate coming the final 5 laps of this race. So it's really, they've got to lace it up. They got to be perfect. Bobberts is on the worst tires at the moment. I think Korn is going to think about a move down the inside of Bobberts, coming down at 3. Now we've got 4 more laps to go. Lawson currently leading the race at the moment. He's leading the All-Star race. The race that doesn't really matter at the moment. But Lawson, about 0.1 seconds, he's leading Hats, Korn, and Bobberts behind. Everyone's kind of on bad tires at the front at the moment. They're holding out. Just figuring out, just trying to see if any one of these guys can just outperform one another for the last 3 more laps to go in this race. And now Korn is now thinking about a move down the inside of Hats, coming down to 1, and he's going to do it. They're side by side coming down, and here comes Korn. He's going to get the run out of 2. Lawson got a 0.2 advantage compared to the cars behind. Korn's car is about ahead of Hats coming down to turn 3. I think Hats is kind of in a bad spot at the moment, as now they come down to the line with 2 to go. And here comes Hats. He's got a bit of a run on Corn. He's going to stick his nose down the inside of turn 1. I think it's probably where you want to be at this point as well. These cars, they've closed in the gap to Lawson behind. They can't be fighting for too long or they're going to give up the lead of this race. And here's Mito in the front. I think he might get in the way of this little battle at the moment at the front. Oh, he does! Mito's got in the way of Lawson. Hats is going to get a run. Hats. It's the final lap of the race, and here comes Hats. I think Hats is going to try to bump Lawson. No! Hats goes wide! That's going to let Boberts through, and he messed up. Now it's going to be a fight for a second. I think Lawson might have this one in the bag. Now it's 3 wide coming down the backstretch for second position. And Corn's on the low side. I think Corn's going to go down to second. Boberts for third. Hats for fourth. And Lawson comes across the line to win EagleRock once again. Oh man. Coming on to the back. Shadow rounds out for 5th. Green in 6th. JJ 7th. Sifnerek, first race here. 8th position. JK 9th. Slows 10th. Diamond, a series best in 11th. The extra stop, probably not the play. Because all these cars are now lapped down there. They took the extra stop with Mito in 11th, or in 12th. He crosses the line. Twitch in 13th, fighting off Dragon and Light. Dragon, Twitch 13th, Dragon 14th, Light in 15th. Where's G-Day? And now he's coming home in 16th with Evan in 17th. Where's Denny? Denny's in 18th. He's going to come across the final turn into 95, his first race with us. In 18th position. Oh man. Hartman now rounding the final turn. He's crossing the line. Your winner, the All-Star Pack Race, Mr. Lawson 11. Looked like he had the fastest lap that race as well. Wow. Wow, that was crazy. I did a good call. That's what happened, man. You had him. That's... Yep. Well, one... Yeah, well... Yes. Alright. Quickly go through the order. Fortunate for NASA DC. Next Friday, Indy cars in Brickyard Oval. And next week for NASCAR, we're going to... I completely forgot, but I'm going to look real quick. I'm going to take a quick look at the schedule so I know exactly what's going on, because just going to give y'all a quick... And I think not EagleRock, not Sebring, PackRock. Next week, it's Homestead, Miami. And that is going to be round number 9 of the regular season. So, fortunately, that's it for me. I'm probably going to go eat dinner or something. Probably go watch this race back. And I will see you all next time.